Hello guys, I hope I'm catching you on a nice day. Thanks for joining me, I'm Danny Burke, and today I wanted to take a dive into the deep and look at underwater creatures that appear to defy explanation. Some of them are explained away as dolphins, whales or other known animals, but some of them are as mysterious as they are weird looking. Let's get into the top 10 unexplained sea creatures. Starting off at number 10 now, we have the New Zealand monster. In 2013, a woman called Elizabeth Ann uploaded a video to YouTube of this creature washed up on Pukehina Beach, New Zealand. Now most of its 30 foot or 9-meter long body was buried in the sand, leaving only its flippers and a mouth filled with sharp teeth visible. Elizabeth said it had been washed up during a recent storm and appeared to have been attacked by something else in the water. Before tests were even done, people were speculating about an even bigger creature out there, a killer of sea monsters. At number 9 now, we have the Raystown Ray. This one comes from Pennsylvania's Raystown Lake. Now for many years, locals there reported seeing a large shadowy figure just below their boats, sending them rocking in the turbulence. Then a local fisherman finally snapped these pictures of it. They quickly spread around the world until the managing director of the lake admitted they had known about the creature for quite a while. Personally described it as a private creature that often came to the surface in April, that it was a vegetarian, and that humans were most likely safe around it. But knowing all this didn't satisfy adventurers who still visit Raystown every April hoping for a glance. Moving on to number 8 now, we have the Corfu Sea Creature. In 2015, a Scottish tourist called Harvey Robertson was visiting the Greek island of Corfu and took some pictures inside a sea cave. Now it wasn't until he looked at them later that he noticed this strange creature in the frame. As this image spread online, even the experts were baffled about what it could possibly be. It appeared to have a nose and snout and looked nothing like the usual animals found in that area. Harvey himself said it looked like a creature from Greek mythology. Next up at number 7, we're going to Australia. In February 2017, the internet was very confused to see this image of a strange creature that washed ashore on Fremantle Beach in Western Australia. Its body was ash grey on top with a white underbelly. It was already decomposing when it was discovered, but people noted that there were parts of it missing. How it got there, what it was, and who or what had taken huge chunks out of it are still being hotly debated. Moving on to number 6 now, we have the Montauk Monster. In July 2008, the Montauk Monster washed ashore on the Ditch Plains Beach, Montauk. The media went into a frenzy as people tried to figure out what it was. Its legs appeared too long to be a raccoon, sea turtles don't have fur or teeth, dogs don't have those kind of eyes or feet, and sheep's teeth aren't that sharp. Some people still maintain that it was a raccoon. Now the issue would have been put to rest if scientists were able to examine the corpse, but as quickly as it appeared, it disappeared not long after and has never been seen again. Alright, next up at number 5 now, we have the Hook Island Sea Monster. On December 12, 1964, photographer Robert Le Serec was in a rowboat off Hook Island in Queensland, Australia. Suddenly, heading towards him and his family in the water was a huge 80-foot long creature. Robert quickly grabbed his camera and snapped these pictures you're seeing now. It appeared to be some sort of giant water snake with a tadpole-like head. As it came closer, Robert said it appeared to have smooth skin, no fins, pale eyes, and a white mouth with no teeth. He also said it had a wound on its back, and that could have been the reason why it was taking shelter in the bay. As he tried to take more pictures, it seemed to get annoyed, it quickly turned around and swam into deeper waters. Alright, coming in at number 4 now, we have the Windermere Worm. In 2006, kayaker Tom Pickles took this picture of a creature in Lake Windermere, England. Now at first he thought it was a dog, but as he got closer he could see just how huge this thing was under the water. Tom said it was about the size of 3 cars and it sped past him. He estimated it was moving at about 10 miles per hour. The 3 humps you can see in the picture were moving in a rippling snake-like motion. Other people were very pleased to see this picture because it confirmed to them that their own sightings of the Windermere Worm were real. Next up at number 3 now, we have the Lakeshore Worm, otherwise known as the Icelandic Worm monster. For almost 700 years, locals near Lake Lakeshore in Iceland have reported seeing a huge serpentine creature there. Along with the pictures of it, it's been described as being longer than a bus spots, and has even been sighted lying outside of the water, sometimes slithering into the trees. Terrifying thought. Even the head of the Icelandic National Forest Service said they saw it. For the locals though, this isn't a good thing, as the 700-year-old legend says that bad things follow the worm monster's sighting. Moving on to number 2 now, we're going to Russia in June 2015, where a prehistoric-like mutant creature washed up on the shore of Sakhalin Island. Now as you can see, it was a very shocking sight for the people there to find. The bloodied, ripped up carcass was twice the size of a dolphin, with thick hair hanging off it. Marine biologists were very puzzled. Nothing they knew seemed to match this sight of an enormous dolphin-like creature with a beak and fur. Some people think it might have come from warmer waters to die. And finally at number 1, we have the Loch Ness Monster. What else could it be really? It's possibly the most famous sea monster of them all. It had been a local legend at Loch Ness in Scotland for over 1400 years, but ever since it was first photographed in 1933, the stories and pictures have captured the world's imagination. Nessie is said to be a large dinosaur-looking creature, almost like a plesiosaur, but with extra humps on its back. Some of the pictures have been outed as hoaxes, others have been explained away as natural objects in the water, but for the Nessie enthusiasts of today, there is no smoke without fire. They believe that even if you take away all of the fakes, there are still many stories and many pictures that need explaining. Unexplained sea creatures. What are they all about? What I find incredible is that a lot of these creatures are just washed up on the shore. Who knows what's still lurking deep in our oceans, seas and lakes. Have you guys ever seen anything in the water? Let me know down below. I'm Danny Burke and I'll see you all in the next video.